Okay, now that we have our cheesecake base and the caramel base done, what we need to do now is the crust. So, without a food processor, we're going to chop it up by hand. Now, what I've come up with over the years and the thousands of cheesecakes that I've made, it takes 14 Oreos to make one crust for a 9-inch pan. If you're doing a larger cheesecake, you'll add a few Oreos, but 14 for one 9-inch pan. So, what I'm going to do, take these out. It might look a little silly, chef sitting here chopping Oreos. You don't see that too often, but we're not using any machines, so this is what happens, okay? I'm going to crush the Oreos. Crush the Oreos. And then I will place them into the mixing bowl and I'll incorporate the creamy filling with the chocolate cake. Then I'll place these in the bowl and I'll mix by hand until it's a nice powdery mixture. Now, you don't need to add any sugar. You don't need to add any butter. The cream filling of Oreos has plenty of fat, plenty of sugar. They're delicious. It's my favorite cookie in the world. But you don't need to add anything. If you were to add more sugar, you think you might need it to be sweeter, what will happen is the excess sugar will end up on the bottom of your cake pan and it will caramelize during cooking and you'll need a chisel to peel the cake off the bottom of the pan. I had that happen once. I had one of my cooks double the sugar in a batch of cheesecakes, and it wasn't just one cheesecake, it was 100 cheesecakes. Came out of the oven, the bottoms were caramelized. We had to literally, with knives, scrape them off, and it was very time consuming. I wasn't too happy about that. So, no sugar needed. For other crust variations we'll talk about later, you do add sugar, you do add butter. With Oreos you don't need that though, because everything's right here.